New York. You see what's going on here, right? This is basically the heckler's veto at a grand scale. We got that. Mayor Giuliani, pray for him. He's apparently in a little bit of rough condition in the hospital right now. Just want to speak about that for a minute because I had some experience there, and that's a bigger story than I think you think. Mayor Giuliani's voice is invaluable. We got that, and also some explanations about what happened. I haven't had the chance to cover the new video about the White House Correspondents Association attempted assassination. So I'm going to address that as well. So I've got a loaded show, a lot to get to. Plus, even more, we have former press secretary Sean Spicer, an amazing guy. He'll be coming on, talk about his new book, Trump 2.0. You're going to want to check that out. Folks, a lot of Americans are trying these weight loss injections. I needed to lose weight. After I came down with cancer, I was eating a lot to try to recover some body weight. I overshot a little bit. I was at like 230 pounds. I wasn't going to do a lot of these injections. I don't know about long-term effects or anything. I used Lean from Brickhouse Nutrition. I lost 30 pounds. Just a fact. If you want to try it out, go to brickhousenutrition.com/Dan. Use code Dan for 20% off. It's LEAN. Get lean, try lean. brickhousenutrition.com/Dan. Results vary, not FDA approved. Check out Lean. Today's show also brought to you by my good friends at Patriot Mobile, best cell phone service in the business. I am so glad Paul and I are both connected. They have saved me many times. It's a critical moment in our country. The opposition's growing aggressive and unapologetic. The fight is reaching into everyday decisions we make. Support the parallel constitutional liberty economy. Support Patriot Mobile. They've been with me 12 years. They are with me for 12 years. They are in the fight. They don't just deliver top-tier wireless service. They're activists like me who really care about the country and our future. Patriot Mobile offers prioritized premium access on all three major U.S. networks, giving you the same or better coverage than the main carriers. I can vouch. It means fast speeds and dependable nationwide coverage backed by 100% U.S.-based customer support. They also offer unlimited data plans, mobile hotspots, international roaming, and more with simple, seamless activation. You can switch in minutes, keep your number, keep your phone, or upgrade. Here's the difference. When you switch to Patriot Mobile, which you should, you'll support a company that provides a powerful stream of giving to help the Christian conservative movement. They've got the receipts to back it up. So take a stand today. Go to patriotmobile.com/Dan or call 972-PATRIOT. Use promo code Dan for a free month of service. Don't wait. That's patriotmobile.com/Dan or call 972-PATRIOT. Thank you, Patriot Mobile. Fellas, ding, ding. So before we jump into all of it, I saw this pretty cool video on X of what appears to be a C-17 car plane, military transportation flight, rolling into Beijing for President Trump's anticipated visit to Beijing, obviously in China, but there are some leftists listening, so you don't really know. The reason I'm showing you this is not to show you a cool video of a plane landing in China, but fairly enough, the United States Secret Service, where I worked for 12 years, is being heavily scrutinized now over what happened at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Notice I said fairly enough. I have been one of the people who said, hey, of course we should ask questions, and I hope they have answers. And the Secret Service has always been very responsible on learning things when things do go wrong. We even had a thing like after action reports called helpful hints that would go out on email, because every time you do a visit, some little thing is always going to go wrong. And, this was a big thing. So they are getting some scrutiny. I just want to tell you, there are a lot of really amazing people and talented people there, though, who do a lot of amazing work. And do you realize what goes into a trip to China? I'm showing you this plane because you have any idea how much equipment is on that. That's probably one of, I think, 4 or 5 that are going to roll in there. We bring everything. People used to ask me all the time, how the hell do you take the president to the largest surveillance state in the world, one of the most powerful economies on earth, the Chinese Communist Party run state? How do you take them there and make sure they're not listening, that they're not watching, they're not recording, they're not planning at least some renegade fringe group, not planning an attack? The way you do it is you just bring everything with you. You transform your little pocket of the country, whether it's the hotel, wherever they're staying, the Mandarin, whatever the hell they're going to stay. I don't know. I'm just making it up. They just take over the whole place and they transport a mini White House. Cars, weapons, comms equipment, everything. We use all our own stuff. That's those planes. I've flown on those planes in the jump seats. It is not comfortable. That's why you'd bring like a little yoga mat or whatever. You just sleep on the floor, and the floor gets really cold at altitude too. I've been there. These guys, they do a lot of good work. So you got to take the good with the bad. You don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater. Thank you to all the men and women there who do serve and keep the president safe. But the old adage we used to have in the Secret Service is, no one ever thanks you for the president getting home safe. And it's okay. That's the job. That's the job. But we are going to look at this video. Now, having said that, that's why I started off with some good news. I'm always going to give you both sides of it, especially having worked there. But I can't let loyalty get in the way of some, of the news cycle. We have to be objective. Before I get to that, if I don't mention this, I think the guys inside will be a mutiny. They'll be like, organize a union. They'll start striking or whatever, which is, you can do that. That's fine, whatever. It's May the 4th. Guy had to put out these little oh, no. Come on. They got me in the Obi-Wan attire now, too. I did not authorize this on the show. No, I'm not a talented lightsaber. I did not do this either. Who is this? Why is this a stormtrooper? This is obviously Boba Fett. I know the Emperor, and then we got the white stormtrooper here too. Oh no, it's going to be some like SPLC thing. Maybe they'll invade the studio. There's a black and a white stormtrooper. I'm sure this will become an SPLC event coming up soon. So it is May the 4th. It's like a Star Wars international holiday. So to all the Star Wars fans in the chat, very nice guys. I am not nearly that good looking. So I appreciate it all. If you're missing this, go to Rumble and you'll see what I mean on Apple and Spotify. Getting back to the serious stuff. The Secret Service, their job at a site is to mitigate threats from what I would call the big six. There are a ton of threats, but the big six you have to prioritize. A tactical assault, a medical emergency, a chem bio attack, an IED or VBIED, an airborne attack, planes, drones, whatever it may be. And then I put the F in there as fire, earthquakes, like geologic type stuff. Those are the big six. You have to have an A to Z plan for all of those big six. Now, there's an argument to be made that the president was evacuated safely at the correspondence dinner and that the inner perimeter held. But I think there's very little doubt that we have to rethink how we do the middle perimeter, including serpentines, slowing down. You shouldn't allow people to run up on you like that, because if there were people following through, say there were 10 or 30 members of an attack team, this would have been a lot different. So I know they're going to learn from this. But this came out this past week, and I didn't get to comment on it because I was off on Friday. It's video of one of the Secret Service canines. And it looks like you'll see the subject walking through the doorway there, Cole Allen, and you'll see the dog following through the doorway and then comes back out. Now, I know there was a lot of speculation on Twitter or elsewhere, and to be fair, the dog walks out of the, then you'll see the subject, Cole Allen, run through the door.